How's it going, everyone? Thanks for stopping by the channel. This is Moodog from Moodog's Frugal RCs and more. We are in the research kitchen today doing a rig rundown on a vehicle type you have never seen on my channel before, on a vehicle type that you've never seen on my shelves of the research kitchen before. This is a drift car. Now, this is a 1/26 scale Gptoys WRX model Drift Shark. I'd like to thank Eric from Gptoys for sending this out to me for review. Now, this is a first for my channel. It's a first for me. So the upcoming video that I'm going to be doing for the urban drift in this case could be a little on the comical side because I've never driven a drift car before. I'm hoping to get some practice time in before I actually shoot that, but the weather has been kind of goofy here. It's like raining cats and dogs right now. So that being said, we're getting this in a ready-to-run kit, guys. Everything you need to get this thing up and running is going to be included, up to, but not including the batteries for the remote. This one is going to take 4 AA's, and we'll get into that in a little bit. 2.4 gigahertz signal on this one, guys. So if you guys got friends that have the same vehicle and you want to go out and do some drift racing or some competitions, whatever, you won't run the risk of doing any kind of cross signaling or losing signal of your vehicle. 4-wheel drive on this one, guys. This is going to be coming with a lithium polymer or LiPo battery with an 18-minute runtime. I'm going to be testing that in the upcoming video for the urban drift. So that being said, what else comes in the package? As mentioned, we're getting a 7.4 volt battery with this. This is a LiPo cell. We have a balance port on here as well as a red JST. So you can charge this on a hobby grade charger and cut down the charge time on here. Being that this is kind of a smaller capacity, we're looking at 400 milliamps per hour on this one. This shouldn't take too long to charge. I'm guessing probably right around an hour with the included charger. And that brings me to this. Now, I'm seeing more and more of these types of chargers coming through, and I think I like this. What I like about it is, if you really think about what you have here, guys, you have a very portable vehicle. You pop this in your backpack, in your book bag, in whatever, and throw it in your car or take it with you on the go. You take your power bank with you, plug this thing into the power bank, charge a battery on the go. You're between runs on the vehicle, letting it cool down. You want to charge a battery, you got your power bank with you. Plug it into your car cigarette lighter for your phone charger, or just plug it in at home into a phone charger. You can actually tailor the amount of charge time it will require by using a higher amperage output charger. So nice to see these. I like these things. Some people complain they're not getting the wall charger, think they're getting slighted. I don't think so. I think that's a very practical and very useful tool to have. The owner's manual that comes with Gptoys vehicles is, I mean, it goes without saying. These are really nicely done. Full color, easy to understand. Chinese to English translation is very good in here. We're getting a lot of information in here for everyone from the beginning driver to the experienced hobbyist. All the color photos in here, all the font looks really good, no smudginess, no misinformation or head scratchers that I can see. All the information is going to be useful in here, so if you guys are new to drift cars or new to RC vehicles, a good one to hang on to. Then we have our our parts grid here, and it's in the same way. We're looking at very nicely done. All good font, no smudginess, clear pictures. We have exploded views of different component sections in the vehicle here. That goes all the way through with corresponding part numbers. Blue lines here, so you got blue arrows, blue dotted lines, that type of thing. So the detail on here is very nice, and it works really, really well. So if you need to know how to put something together after taking it apart, you have all that information right in front of you there. We have a troubleshooting kind of grid in the back here to give you a information on some of the more common issues people are having or people might have when trying to run this vehicle, and then possible causes and solutions. That's going to be in several languages. And then towards the back of the manual here, we're getting the Chinese language, but very nicely done. Technical data on the back here, guys. You can go ahead and pause that if you'd like to. And I apologize for the glare on the from the camera here. I'm trying out some new lighting today, and it doesn't seem to be working to my advantage. So you can go ahead and pause that and take a look at that should you want to. Set that off to the side. Along with our instruction manual, we're getting an after-sale service card. Basically, it's going to be a thank you for purchasing their product and giving you an opportunity to earn 5, 10, and 15% off future purchases by visiting their website or their sales team at support@g/p .hk, and then you will get those special prices by just offering up your order number, things like that. But it's got information on here in card form for their support team, their actual telephone number, and physical address of Gptoys. So interesting that they put that in there. Very nice that they put that in there. Really nice people over there. I've dealt with them in the past. I do own other Gptoys vehicles. The transmitter that this is coming with, guys, is a really nice looking unit. We have an LCD screen on here. All of our trim functions for forward, reverse, back, and forward are going to be right here in digital. There are no trim functions for dual rates for your throttle or anything like that. So no throttle trims, no throttle dual rates on here. It really doesn't matter with a vehicle like this so much. This is made to drift. Our steering wheel is going to have a nice foam covering on it, guys. Nice return spring, nice big opening here for gloved fingers for us folks that live in colder climates in the winter that want to get these things out and have fun in the wintertime. So we have that, and nice return spring on that as well. I'll go ahead and power this up in a second to show you the backlighting on there, but I wanted to point out that this does require you to supply your own batteries, and this one is going to take 4 AA cells that fit on the bottom there. Powering this up, we have a power switch right in the center here, so we'll go ahead and get the power going on here, and we can see some really cool kind of cobalt blue backlighting on here, and everything is lit up nicely. Everything is labeled nicely on here so that we don't leave anything to chance. We have information on our LCD screen here. You're going to have the voltage here. That's going to signify the voltage of the batteries that are installed on the transmitter. Your signal strength coming from the transmitter. This is going to show you we're in mode 1. I'm going to go ahead and assume mode 2 is just everything reversed as far as your throttle and your steering. You have your trim bars here that show you where your trims are set right now for your forward, reverse, back and forward. So you do have throttle trim and you do have steering trim on here, but there are no dual rates. 50% here is going to show you you're in the center here as far as your steering, so the car should be going in a forward motion straight. Gptoys logo up on top here, along with Drift Shark underneath that. Nice feeling transmitter, guys. Doesn't feel cheap or chintzy. A lot of times you get these vehicles and the plastic feels like you could crush it in your hands or it'd blow away in a stiff wind. Nothing like that with this transmitter. Very nicely done. Big thumbs up to Gptoys for including this transmitter with the vehicle. Now that brings us to the vehicle, guys. Drift cars are a completely different animal than you are used to seeing on my channel. Maybe a completely different animal than you're used to driving yourself. What sets these apart from your normal cars, your normal off-road, on-road, pavement speed cars are a couple of things, and I'll show you that in just a second. I do have another 126 scale vehicle off to the side here. I'm going to kind of do some comparisons and show you what some of the differences are. But taking a look at this vehicle, we can see a really nice paint job on here. We have an acid green kind of stripes or I don't know what those are, like flames almost, I guess you could call them, and a black background. We have the Drift Shark logo there with some really angry looking teeth. This is modeled after the Subaru WRX, so we do have the C drive up in front here. Looks really cool, guys. I like the way this car looks a lot. The Gptoys logo up on top, on the hood here, square dead center. The Lexan on here, guys, I've already pulled the hood pins off, and that's going to have 4 of these really small little hood pins here, and you get a little package too that includes 4 extras along with some spacers for your shock absorbers, and that's about it. The Lexan on the body here, guys, it feels pretty good. It's got some decent rigidity to it, but enough flexibility where I think it would withstand some impact. I'm going to go ahead with mine anyway and Gorilla Tape the inside of this just because it's what I do. But nice quality feel on this. A very nice paint job. I'm liking this one a lot. The attention to detail on everything I own from Gptoys has been pretty much top tier. And I'm not just saying that, I mean that. Everything that you hear on my channel when it comes to reviewing a product or reviewing a vehicle or a quadcopter is going to be truth, my opinion, not necessarily maybe your opinion, but my educated opinion, having the thing in front of me and using it, that type of thing. So, no haga. It's all going to be truth, and that's what you can come to expect from my channel. But that being said, we have a kind of a red anodized aluminum chassis here. We have a red anodized aluminum chassis brace up on top. We have a combination receiver ESC with the antenna right here. We have our battery tray on this side. Let me show you that real quick. So we have our battery tray on this side, and I don't have the little plastic bar that goes across here, but you can see 2 pins on here, and it would have 2 extra body pins that would hold this little plastic brace down that holds your battery in place. Now to install the battery on here, you're going to be using the balance port on here, and that would plug in right there, and there is a power switch on this vehicle on the other side right here. So that being said, very nice build quality on here. We have independent shock absorbers all the way around. Not a whole lot of travel, not oil filled, no real big need on a drift car. The wheels on here are one of the things that set this apart from a normal, I guess you could say, basher or speed vehicle with rubber tires. This one has hard plastic tires on it, along with these really cool looking kind of burgundy chrome rims. I think that's a really cool look for this. The body pins are going to be adjustable, so you can lift these higher if you wanted to put a different body on this. I suppose you could. This is going to have foam bumpers front and rear, so we don't have any plastic that's going to come in contact with anything we should bump. Now, again, this is not made to go at blinding speeds. This is made to drift around in circles, and if you tap something with these bumpers, you're not going to hurt the vehicle at all. But again, the attention to detail is very, very good. We have a 130 size motor in here, guys. This is going to be a brushed motor, and this is 4-wheel drive. We have our drive shaft in the center here. It's going to be a metal affair. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let me see if I can zoom this in just a little bit there. So we have a metal drive shaft in here, and our differentials are going to have plastic gears in, but still nicely done. The servo up in front here, guys, is going to be a little mini servo, and we have, let's see if that'll focus for me. Are you going to focus today? Let's see if we focus. No focus. Well, our servo is going to have a small little servo saver on it, and seems to work out pretty good. So zoom this back out again, and we'll go ahead and grab the other vehicle that I said I had. Now this is from a different manufacturer that will go unnamed, but we can see a lot of similarities in the chassis, a lot of similarities in a lot of different ways on these vehicles. One of the big differences is going to be the bumpers. So we have plastic bumpers, hard plastic bumpers on the road vehicle, speed vehicle, and the foam ones on here. Tires are going to be glaringly different. We have rubber tires on this vehicle and then hard plastic on the drift, but pretty much the same design on these. The Chinese borrow a lot of designs and manufacturing practices, so that's kind of customary for these. Back to this one here again. I really like the attention to detail on this vehicle. I like the fact that it comes in a really cool little form factor. I've always been a fan of the Subaru WRX vehicles. I think it's just a cool body style and a car that I wouldn't mind owning myself someday. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I wanted to give you a look at what you're getting inside the package, a look at some of the quality features on the vehicle. There will be an upcoming video, as I mentioned before. Once this weather breaks a little bit, I'm going to get this thing outside and try my hand at some drifting, and I'll post that video in just a few days, God willing. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. Smash that bell so you get all my videos coming through as soon as I upload them. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you all in our next one. God bless the Republic.